we did a lot together when you say close. Like, it's weird for me because it was, so as I was growing up, he would be the one to pick me up from my clubs, drop me off places, take me places I needed to go. And towards the end of his life, I was doing that. I was coming over here every Wednesday to pick him up from his sewing club. When he couldn't get here on a Tuesday, he'd phone me up, oh, you're on holiday this week, can you take me over? It was such a big circle, it all came back round. From what I heard from the hospice staff, when he first came, he was very secluded. He didn't get involved that often, but not long after that, he started to come out of his shell. He used to come here, towards the end, he was here every Tuesday, every other Wednesday. On a Thursday, he'd come in on a Friday, he'd come to meetings. It brought him out of his shell, and when he was on the farm, that was his life. So then when he came away from the farm, he had to work in a factory, had to do things he didn't want to do. So it was fine, he was able to relax and be a bit more, enjoy what was left of his life kind of thing. And I know he enjoyed it here, so. We always take the mick out of him, and he loved coming in every other Wednesday for his sewing club. And I remember one day he said, oh yeah, I made Winston a new dog bed. He loved his art. Like, it was weird because growing up I didn't know he liked art this much. And the stuff he used to bring back, and again we used to take the mick out of him and have him say, what rubbish you brought back for me today? And she used to call it rubbish, but it's all over the walls and the cupboards. It's not like she's put it away, it's all out on show. And then he made a set of hands out of like plaster of Paris kind of stuff that he gave to me that I still use now. Yeah, he was definitely the head, like even too, in passing away, that's what we wanted. So at the funeral, he went in first, and that was the final time he would lead the family, because he was the head, like you're saying. One of the nice things was a few of the staff from the day centre actually came to his funeral, and seeing them be there kind of thing was quite emotional, because you could see the effect my granddad had on the staff here at the hospice. As I mentioned earlier, he wrote a song all about his life with Hannah from the hospice, and just the way everyone's faces at the funeral were when this song came on, it was just no words for it kind of thing. Like, everyone was just like, wow. And he said about it, and my nan was like, I don't know what he's going on about kind of thing. And I would have never imagined that the hospice would have been writing songs with their patients kind of thing. Like, it's not what you imagine when you think of the hospice, that in the day centre they have their pianos and their guitars, for example, and they sing songs, record them. That was what shocked me in the way they do things for other people. It's not just they come here to die kind of thing. Like my granddad, it was, what year are we in, 2018? We've been coming here a handful of years now, and unfortunately he didn't come here to die in the end, but he'd been coming here for a handful of years, and it wasn't, you're not dying kind of thing, you don't need to be here. They always welcomed him back. Come on, Dennis. The reception staff would always arrange for someone to come pick him up. My advice is, it's not what you think it is. Like, it's definitely not a place to die. There's so much more going on here. The staff are so friendly, they do anything they can to help you, as long as they're able to do it. Especially like I said, my granddad didn't make it here, but I've done my research on hospice, and the way, like in the summer, you can bring the beds out into the courtyard so they can enjoy the views, and they're not stuck in a room like you would be in a hospital. Yeah, definitely, it's not what you think it is. Yeah, definitely. To be fair, I don't even think he would have lasted as long as he did. Like, the hospice gave him that boost, got him back up on a Tuesday morning, got him out of bed where he'd just be laying there till 10, 11 o'clock waiting for my nan to make him breakfast. Yeah, definitely, I don't think he would have lasted if the hospice wasn't here when he needed it. It built up his mental health. He was talking to new people, he was meeting new people. He was doing things that he wouldn't have done if the hospice wasn't around.